Hi, Grizzlies. Today we're going to practice and learn about how to format our essays. As you can see, I've got the list of the formatting requirements on the left-hand side, and I've got a sample document on the right-hand side. In the sample document, please notice that the heading has both the first and last name, the title of the assignment, the teacher's name and the class, and the date. You can go ahead and put the due date there if you'd like. The document also has a title, something catchy and something that will speak to your text. Below, you'll see that the writing is all right now just one big block. So the first thing we're going to do on the requirements is we're going to make sure that all the text is in Times New Roman font. So I'm going to hit Control A on my keyboard, and what that will do is it will select all of the text. At the top of your screen, you'll choose the font. Select the drop-down menu, and the requirements for MLA formatting is Times New Roman. So I go down, it's alphabetical until I find Times New Roman, and I select that. That means that all of my text in there is going to be changed to Times New Roman font. The other requirement is that it is in 12-point size. So I go just right of the Times New Roman font, and I select 12-point size. Notice that all of my text is still highlighted, which means it's going to grab all of it and change it all to the same size. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to make sure that my text has black writing on it. In this case, it still has it all. So I'm going to hit Control A again. And the color might be hidden from you, but it says text color. Text color, you get to choose from all of the colors, and the default is black. It's at the top left of your screen. Most of you will already have that done. One more thing that we're going to do is we're going to check the margins. In order to set the margins, you're going to choose File and then Page Setup. Once you choose Page Setup, you will then be able to select the margins, and you want them all to be 1 inch in size. So you type in 1 for the left, the right, the top, and the bottom margins. That should all be set now. We are going to look at the title of our document. It needs to be centered in the middle of the page. So behind the curtains is the title of this particular document there. I'm going to go just click on the title. I can highlight if I choose. And under the More button, you'll see a series of 4 different options. One is left align, one is center align, and one is right align, the other is justified. Because we want the title only centered, we're going to hit Center Align, and that will move the title over to the center of the screen. There's nothing else in your document that should be centered on the page. Next, when you look at the document, it's hard to tell where the paragraphs begin. So we're going to go to the start of each paragraph, put your cursor to the left of that letter, and on your keyboard, you hit the Tab button. The Tab button will move it so that it is over 5 spaces. You'll do that for every paragraph if it's not already done. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to double space our writing. Modern Language Association format requires you to double space your paragraphs only. So I do not highlight my heading. I do not highlight my title. The only thing that I'm going to highlight are the paragraphs. So again, I'm going to put my cursor before the first word in all of the paragraphs, and I'm going to click and hold until only the paragraphs in my essay are highlighted. I go all the way to the end of my document where I have all of my paragraphs highlighted. Back to the More feature, you might have to click on More, And what it's going to do is it's going to bring up the option for you to select line spacing. Line spacing is the little icon with an up and down arrow and a few lines for you to follow. Click on that button and select the word double. When you select the word double, it will double space only the section that you've highlighted, and then the paragraphs themselves will be double spaced. The last worry that we have to have is that there are no extra spaces between paragraphs. Because I did not highlight the title, there is no space in between the title and the paragraphs. So I'm going to go to the end of the title and press the Enter key once. But because the rest of my paragraphs are already double spaced, I do not go and enter any more spaces in the paragraphs. The double spacing already took care of that for me. So as you can see, here's the end of one paragraph, and here's the beginning of the next paragraph. I'm able to determine that because there is a tab space, and it's not needed to have an extra space between paragraphs like that. That's what an extra space between paragraphs looks like. I'm going to delete that so that every line is simply followed after the next. Thank you for watching. You can rewind this video anytime you wish to focus on different areas of formatting your draft.